The state of Idaho is home to some of the most rugged mountain country to be found in the lower 48. It is also home to some of the largest bighorn rams in North America. Anytime you mention sheep, you have my full attention.
Keith Hawley is a dedicated hunter and has left boot tracks in game country around the globe. Today, those same boots will be headed uphill in some of the most vertical sheep country in Idaho. But it's the thoughts of full curls and golden horns that keeps the hunter moving ever upward.
Hunting wild sheep, no matter the species or destination, is a wonderful affliction. Once you've experienced the glory of good sheep country and wrapped your hands around the horns of a sheep you have suffered for, you will never be the same.
Today we are following Keith Hawley into the rugged Big Lost River Range in Idaho as he hunts for one of the tremendous bighorn rams the area is known to hold. We're climbing for sheep as we open the pages of Trigicon's World of Sports Afield.
Oh my goodness, that is what I live for right there.
I got into hunting as a child, and I have my father to thank for that and my family. I grew up doing it in Texas and started out with white-tailed deer and varmints and birds, and from there it just became a passion that grew, and I've been fortunate enough to over time be able to pursue lots of different big game animals both in North America and abroad, and we still enjoy getting together as a family for a trip with my dad and my brother hunting pretty much every fall. And now my boys, Kenny and Brady, who are 9 years old, are getting into it, and they'll be old enough to hunt here in Idaho next year. Getting into sheep hunting a few years ago has really ignited a passion, and I don't think it compares to anything else. For a mountain hunter, it's the pinnacle of big game hunting. Being able to pursue these majestic animals up in the heights is certainly a fantastic opportunity, and today represents a very special day, a culmination of a dream for me. This is definitely a hunt that will be a lifetime memory and will be very hard to top, frankly.
One of the great things about hunting in the hunting community is that it brings like-minded people together.
The experience forges lifelong friendships and builds stronger family bonds. I have worked with Keith on a number of outstanding hunts. Being able to be a part of it all and capture these moments on camera has been a privilege. In 2016, Keith brought his family to Africa to introduce his sons to big game hunting. From the moment they stepped off the plane, the excitement started to set in. The team of trackers, Mark the PH, and the camp managers are always happy to welcome our guests with open arms. Having children of my own, I know what it means to be able to spend quality time with your kids in the bush, and to be able to show them the variety of wildlife that this beautiful world has to offer. Most of our time was spent in pursuit of the leopard. Gathering bait became a daily task. The lunch breaks gave us a great time to gather our thoughts and to share some stories. Being in Africa on a hunt is not only a physical presence, but an emotional journey. It brings out the true essence of who we are. Passing the torch on to the next generation is our duty, our responsibility to ensure the future of hunting and wildlife conservation. Every leopard hunt and every day in Africa takes a lot of effort and a lot of hard work. Teaching the youth to focus on their target, to focus on their goals, and to put in the hard work and effort needed to achieve their goal is not only a great lesson in hunting, but a great lesson in life. Fair chase hunting will never come with a guarantee of success. Unfortunately, on my hunt with Keith in Africa, we never managed to find a suitable leopard. However, we did manage to take a number of other great trophies. Although Africa offers a large number of species that you can take on one safari, there is one hunt that stands head and shoulders above the rest. I was fortunate enough that Keith offered to take me on a Rocky Mountain sheep hunt. Sheep hunting for me is probably one of the most ultimate hunts that you can do. It pushes your body, your equipment, and everything to the extreme.
This is where we start the walk, so we're get our packs up, and we've got a 4 or 5 mile hike into camp.
In 2013, I was diagnosed with an affliction you can't recover from. It's called sheep fever. As I've played that game, I've learned a couple realities. Your opportunities are going to be few, and your shots will be long. Due to the mountainous terrain and their eyesight, sheep as a rule are hard to get close to. This reality requires a rifle scope that, if needed, has the magnification to bring a distant ram up close, which is often beyond the capabilities of your standard 3-9 scope. My go-to scope for all my sheep hunts is the 5x20x50 Trijicon AccuPoint. Someday I may pop over a ridge and find my sheep grazing at 50 yards, but more than likely that will be a 300 to 500 yard range. This is where the higher power is worth its weight in gold. There is no substitute for quality on the sheep mountain, and that's why I choose Trijicon.
Well, we're just on our way, Renz. We're leaving Boise now. We're headed up to Chalice, Idaho. We're headed for a bighorn sheep hunt in Unit 37, which is the Lost River Range. I was fortunate enough to draw a dream bighorn sheep tag this year here in my home state of Idaho, and I couldn't be more excited to get up there and get going. So we got about a 4-hour drive ahead of us. We're going to check in with the outfitting unit, White Cloud Outfitters, up in Chalice. Probably shoot the rifle, and then we're going to head up to our camp and hopefully get in there before dark tonight. So it's going to be a pretty long day, but if all goes well, we'll be in position to get up in sheep country first thing tomorrow morning, which is the start of the season. So wish us luck.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, good. How y'all doing?
All right. You made her.
You made it. I'm Keith.
Keith, I'm Kyle.
Kyle.
Pleased to meet you. Caleb.
Mr. Caleb. Hey, nice to meet you. This is Renz.
Nice to meet you. What was it?
Renz.
Renz. Okay, right on. Pleased to meet you. Well, God, I'm so glad that you were able to get here earlier versus later.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we weren't sure how that was going to work out. So
right on.
yeah, everything went pretty smoothly, fortunately.
Great.
Alaska last fall was my guide's gun. Yeah. Yeah. First couple on adjustment, then we made one. All right, so that should be right on. And this one might have just been me pulling pulling left a little, but that'd definitely get the job done at 300 yards.
Yeah, every one of those shots would have killed the sheep, and so, you know, the main thing is I wanted to make sure that the system you're using is gonna be effective and for where we're at, and so yeah, I'm confident.
Yeah, you
can put it in
gotta
motion.
see how your hunter shoots before you get out there, right? I mean, I get it.
Right.
Or you gotta know what you're dealing with.
My brother's a lucky sucker too. He's put in for 4 years. He drew his sheep tag, and this year he drew his goat tag back from the other. The problem with really big backpacks, you fill them up with stuff. Yeah.
Well, we've been riding quads up this trail here for over an hour, coming several miles, and this is where we start the walk. So we're get our packs up, and we've got a 4 or 5 mile hike into camp. Looks like we'll be getting there after dark tonight, but at least we'll be in position to look at sheep first thing in the morning when the season opens. We're getting there. This is a multi-phase trip into the backcountry here. Kyle and Caleb are getting some water. This is the last above ground water, and we'll be hiking up above it, so we're about halfway to camp, so we're filling up more water jugs and doing a little purification, so we'll have at least 2 to 3 days worth of water on hand at camp. And if we run out, then I guess it's back down here for more. We made it. It is 10 after 10 p.m. It's been quite a long day, actually. Hard to believe we started in my bed. I woke up, went to work for a little while, had some things I had to finish up, then a 4-hour car ride. Stopped sighting the rifles, and then with the guides, another hour in the car, about an hour and a half on the ATVs, I'd say, and then about a 4 mile hike in here. So we made it. It's definitely been a long day, but I'm pretty psyched about what tomorrow may hold. This is definitely a dream hunt. So lucky to have drawn this tag and have this opportunity. This is the area where my guide scouted a few days ago and saw rams, so we know they're in here.
Closed captioning provided by Cryptech. Battlefield to backcountry.
Oh, good morning. It's about 5:45. Early start this morning. We're just getting some hot drinks heated up on the jet boil. Get a little breakfast, and then we're getting our supplies sorted for the day. Just loading up for the day. Carry some rounds in the magazine, just so when we see rams, we're ready. And hopefully be getting out of camp here soon.
Trigicon's World of Sports Afield has been presented by Trigicon, Brilliant Aiming Solutions, DSC, more than a club, a way of life. Ruger Firearms, the Wildlife Gallery, capturing your memories. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Sam Shooting Schools, because you only get one first shot. Leica Sport Optics, and by Boyd Harness Company.
So this is the area where my guide scouted a few days ago and saw rams. So we know they're in here. This looks like an area where they probably are moving back and forth between these peaks. So we're just going to continue to gain a little elevation and glass, and I think there's a good chance we're going to see something, but there's lots of places they could be hiding. We'll keep looking.
There's 3 rams. One of them looked really good. They're moving up the hill. That's a lot to position. Get right on this log. Great shot. Buddy, yeah.
Did you get it?
Oh my God. Buddy, will you look at that? Yeah. Look at the mass, dude. Look at that sheep. That is a trophy of a lifetime right there.
Let me tell you, that is
a
big
monster
big
ram. Look at this, everybody. Look at the curl length. Look at how beautiful that thing is. I mean,
that is fantastic.
Curls out, tips out like a stone sheep, and look at the mass, carries all the way through. That is a bomber. Yeah.
Thank you
Good
so much.
sheep. Good shot,
I don't know what
too.
to say.
What a fantastic trophy. This is just a beautiful ram. Definitely exceeds my expectations, and I'm definitely hooked on sheep hunting. This makes me a 3/4 slammer, and I really couldn't be happier that I got the ram, the Rocky Mountain Bighorn, in my home state of Idaho. So thanks again.
Congratulations, buddy. You earned it, and what a magnificent ram. I mean, that's just an absolute trophy of a lifetime.
For sure.
You bet.